Hi, this is MrByZ, and today we're going to take a look at all those Disney exclusives, the Disney Store exclusive 6-inch figures. I ordered them, they released, and they finally showed up. So let's take a look at that. Stormtrooper, Zuckuss, and Phasma. So this is, again, another Stormtrooper. I think this is the 11th Stormtrooper we've basically gotten, if you count all the Sand Troopers we've gotten. He's got all the blast effects and everything. Look at the back, we have a little bit of information. So if we didn't know what Stormtroopers were. Well, let's go ahead and open them up and take a look. So I already like the blast effects on this guy. Much better than the battle damage Stormtrooper that we got before. That one just looked like somebody slopped some paint. He looks like he may have actually been in a battle here. Of course, with the blaster mark that big on his chest, you think he'd be dead. You can see how the effect works on the gun here, how it attaches. And everything is pretty nice. Still has that hole from the original Sand Trooper in the back. I'm going to have to check against original Stormtroopers, but he seems to have a little bit better articulation. He can move his elbows a little bit more. He holds his gun a lot better. I may just be thinking of the First Order Stormtroopers. I'll have to check. But it's a great pose that you can get on him. It does come with a stand for the first time. We get a stand for 6-inch figures, which is pretty nice. It's a nice little stand. See, it's a Star Wars there. Underneath is just copyright information. It looks like it's made to connect with others, if you would like. So far, this is the only figure that came with this, and we've seen next year they're going to be putting out those clear stands that you can put their feet into. Then we have these giant blast effects that remind me of stuff from the Centerpiece collection. But, it's pretty cool. I might use these somewhere else, maybe not with him, but maybe in another battle in one of my dioramas or something could look pretty cool. The other thing that's nice about this one, instead of the normal red background, we have this Death Star looking background, and my reflection. But as you can see, we get a nice little Death Star background that can be used behind figures and such. It's pretty nice that we got that, so they're just the red background. What do you think? Should we get more diorama type backgrounds like this, or continue to get the red ones? So that's kind of the basic look at the Stormtrooper. Here we can see all of the different basic white Stormtrooper. We have the first one, the battle damage, and then this new one with the effects. You can see how bad that battle damage is on that compared to this. It is the exact same mold. Everything's the same. I was just thinking of things incorrectly. But yeah, still the same figure, just slightly different paint job, and has the blast effects on it. So next we have the Quicksilver baton Phasma, or Last Jedi Phasma, if you will. As far as I know, the only difference is paint and then the way they've done this helmet here and the new baton here. We'll take a look at that here, see what information we have on the back about Phasma. And let's go ahead and open her up. So outside of the obvious, the biggest difference I noticed here is we actually have a cloth cape on Phasma, which is kind of nice. Earlier we'd gotten the big plastic cape on it. And I'll pull out the original Phasma here in a minute so we can compare. But it's actually a nice cloth cape. It's got that red stripe going all the way down. Looks pretty good. Looks like it will hang pretty well. Yeah, it's kind of nice to see some cloth goods here. We can get in here. You can see the eye inside. Very well done. I don't know if you've seen. I know I've seen online. There's pictures of what it looks like under here. I'll see if I can pull the helmet off with any ease. I don't want to break my figure, but if it would focus here, there we go. The damage is pretty nice. You can see right where Finn's blow went right up to the helmet and all that. I'm kind of surprised we didn't get this around Last Jedi launch. It seems like an easy, quick repaint, retool to put out fairly quickly, considering the original Phasma wasn't that easy to get. I was kind of surprised we didn't get that earlier on. But it's nice to get her. It wasn't one I was expecting at this point, but when we saw him pop up in Canada earlier in the year and over in Asia, that I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'm glad we were able to get it. I'm glad Disney Store was able to bring it to us. She does come with her blaster as she did before, and then she has her baton in the small version and then the extended version. So however you want to go with that. I have a couple of the Japanese Phasmas that are from Last Jedi. They don't have the battle damage on it, but they always have a small baton. And usually it attaches to her with a magnet, but Hasbro did not do that on this. So in all, she looks still pretty good with everything on there. I still think she just seems a little thicker. I don't know, like the body type seems thicker. I wasn't really seeing that in the movie, and really the other figures I don't get that, but it still works. It still looks good. I was going to check that helmet. Yeah, that helmet seems glued on pretty well. I don't want to pull too tightly. But if you haven't seen the pictures online, it's basically like a blank human face with just that one eye area painted. And that's it. You can kind of see, if I tilt back her head here a little bit, you can kind of see like the black part over the chin, a little pink in there. It kind of reminds me of RoboCop a little bit. But the only thing this figure is missing is the little pistol that she uses against Finn. She has her big blaster like she did in Force Awakens, but she uses a little pistol in the movie as well, which would have been nice to have with this. So here you can get a look at the differences between the Force Awakens and Last Jedi Phasmas. As you can see, they're mostly the same, just slightly different helmet and some extra paint and different accessory for the Last Jedi one, and the different cape. I don't know, which cape do you like better? Do you like the cloth cape or the plastic cape? Let me know in the comments. So the final one from the Disney Store exclusive here is Zuckuss, formerly known as Forlom. I have a hard time thinking of him as Zuckuss. I always remember him as Forlom, mostly because I remember sending away for him in the mail when I was a kid, and getting that little white box and it said Forlom, and we learned that meant for love of money, you know, and all that sort of stuff. So that's been ingrained in me since childhood. It's so hard to think of this as Zuckuss. Zuckuss is a droid to me. But anyway, we got Forlom finally, and we'll go ahead and take a look at him here in a second. See what it says about him on the back. And let's open him up. First thing I notice about Zuckuss here is when I pull him out, you don't notice it in the package so much because of the way they display him. But here you can see next to Phasma, they're standing on the same table. You can see he's a head and a half shorter than Phasma, which he's supposed to be short. The Gans are supposed to be short, so it's kind of nice. He has a nice cloth robe all over him with this plastic piece on the front. And then you can see we get a little bit in the back. He does come with his gun, has a little bit of detail on it, which is nice. I know a lot of us were worried about how we were going to get this figure because it was originally slated as a Toys R Us exclusive. It was announced as that. And that was like the same week or something that this was announced. It was announced Toys R Us was going out of business. So we were all worried how we were going to get him. I can't take the robe and everything off completely, but I can show you at least what his legs look like here, what the sculpting looks like. As far as I can tell, this plastic piece is not removable. I tried to kind of move it about, see what I could get, but I got nothing. You can see that paint job and the sculpt, everything that went into the head. It looks really nice. We got these extra tubes here and everything for his breathing. And they connect in. It's a very nice figure, very well done. I know he's going to look great in my Bounty Hunter display. Glad that we finally got him. I'll be honest, on all three of these. Over the summer, I know they were hitting Toys R Us in Canada. I was really tempted to jump in the car and go up to Canada and see what I could find. But taking care of my son, I wasn't so sure about taking, an 8-month-old on a trip up to Canada yet. But I'm really glad we finally got these and at a decent price. I'm glad the Disney Store was able to get them to us. Get his gun here in his hand. I noticed it's kind of a glove, and you can see underneath we just have a basic arm. So it looks kind of alien-esque, if you will. Also, I discovered he's left-handed. I didn't know that. So we're going to have, finally, Forlom and Zuckuss together. They look really nice this way. As you can see, he holds his gun really well. Nice, good posing that we can get on him. Great figure. Great all-around stuff. I know, the Stormtrooper and the Phasma were kind of repaints, but we got this brand-new Zuckuss. Glad we were able to get these from the Disney Store. All in all, I think I like all three of them. So looking at grading these, the Stormtrooper and Phasma are just reuses of older sculpts. The Stormtrooper, by my count, is about the 13th basic use of that sculpt with the Sand Troopers and Luke and Han and Stormtrooper outfit. But the Zuckuss is an all-new and just an awesome sculpt. Each comes with appropriate accessories. The new display stand with the Trooper's nice. It'd be cool to get more of these. I know we're getting a different one next year, but this is made to kind of fit together. It does look nice. The blast effects look cool, but I'm probably not going to use these with this figure. They're going to go in a diorama or something, but still kind of cool. I can add that in and use it. I think it's going to be hard to find bad paint apps on the Black Series in the future. Hasbro seems to have this down with the face printing technology, and just overall, paint apps just are awesome on these Black Series figures. And it's hard for me to even see that they would ever be bad. I don't know. They could prove me wrong. Who knows? The value is okay on these. The Zuckuss, $25. It seems a bit much for it. But then again, it has a little extra in the paint apps, I think, and has cloth there as well. I guess it's worth it. The Phasma at $20 is the right price, and the Stormtrooper has plenty of extra stuff to give it that extra value on it. So all in all, I'd recommend at least the Zuckuss. The Phasma is different enough to recommend it. The Stormtrooper, unless you have to have like every single thing that comes out, you could probably skip this one. So that is a look at the Disney Store exclusive 6-inch Black Series figures. It's a nice lot. I mean, couple kind of repaints in there with the Phasma and the Stormtrooper. Although the Stormtrooper looks nice with the blast effects. We got the extra things. I know those other blast effects I'm going to use somewhere else. I'm really thinking like Battle of Geonosis or Naboo or something. I can see them working really well in that. But we'll see. I'll find a place for them. I don't think they're going to stick with that Stormtrooper there. And the Zuckuss is awesome. It's a great figure. I'm glad we finally got him. I don't have my Dengar yet, so I'm not quite complete on my bounty hunters yet. But once Dengar shows up, then we have all the bounty hunters, which will be awesome. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. Check out my other review videos and retrospectives for more Star Wars fun. And if you like it, subscribe. If you have comments or questions, I said something wrong, whatever, leave it below. I'm glad to hear from you. And I hope you can check out some of my other videos, and I hope you see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy your collecting.